before I got to slouch. Yeah. Yeah, and yours is pretty good. If you sit all the way up, let me see.
Because that's probably what I'll do because I'm just more comfortable
Yeah,
doing
just
that.
Tilt yours up a smidge. Yeah.
There we go.
Perfect.
My hair
And you've
looks
got
like...
beautiful. Your hair looks better than my hair. Hi, Mr. Mike. Remember Magic Mike?
Magic Mike. I never saw Magic Mike.
Well, whatever.
I didn't. I never did. Wasn't he dancer or something?
Don't play coy. It's your favorite movie.
No, I think my favorite movie was the... Cody says it's the... I can't remember. This is awful.
Because it's
Joaquin,
Magic Mike.
Joaquin Wilson. I mean, Joaquin.
Oh, Phoenix?
Yeah. It's not good. Okay.
Okay. Let's do some like Oprah Winfrey style questions. Do you ever watch her interview people? She's not my favorite.
No, she's kind of funny though.
Yeah.
I mean, she's... Yes, but no. I watched a little bit of the Megan one. But I did watch the Adele one. That one was awesome.
Yeah, I heard that one was really good.
It was good.
I should have watched that too. I mean, I do respect her for being such a great interviewer and stuff like that, but I think she's kind of full of herself.
Yeah, I do. Absolutely, I think she is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go, really fast and furious.
Okay.
I do have to put my glasses on probably for this. I hate my glasses.
Oh, you look good in them.
Thank you.
Well, is it going?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Could be. I hope that's what the red lights mean.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
All right, Bobbi Hanna.
Yes, ma'am.
What dead person would you most like to meet?
Princess Diana.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Have a little tea?
Have a little tea, and I just love what she does. She did for so many people. She had a very generous heart, and she was a cute little girl. So
I can see. Yeah.
I mean, I really like the royal family, but it's just probably because it's a fascination, right? So, but I do admire her a lot.
Cool.
For her giving to the public.
What's your all-time most favorite meal?
Fried chicken, fried onions and potatoes, and white cream gravy, and rolls. Do I ever eat that? No. I would love to, but I don't.
That was a very southern meal right there.
I know. I used to love to make fried chicken with my family, and we'd all get together. It was fun.
What makes you laugh?
Carla Schumacher.
Yeah.
You know what? Everything makes me laugh. I just like laughter. Mm-hmm. I love silly people. There's what's so great about this building is that we have the opportunity to laugh a lot and to make such great friends here. And that'll be the hardest when I leave, is all of my relationships I have here. But a lot of people make me laugh, but maybe it's just because I like to laugh. But we have a lot of good times here.
You have a great laugh.
Well, it's kind of loud sometimes. People tell me they can hear me in the hallway.
I can hear you in the hallway, yeah.
But that's because you're in an open area where you can see me or hear me. You don't have to see me. But maybe it'll make somebody else laugh.
Where have you visited that you'd like to go back to?
Oh, I would love to go back to, we went to Prague and we went to down in that area, and it was such a great trip. And it was fabulous. I would like to probably go back to Hawaii again. It's been years since I've been there. But I didn't. I've been to Scotland, but it was a long, long time ago. So I'd love to go back. No, not Scotland. I'm sorry. I went to Switzerland, France, and Germany. But that was so long ago. I wasn't paying much attention. But
I gotta adjust this real quick because I think I put it up too far. Okay, in the movie of Bobbi Hanna's life, who would play Bobbi Hanna?
probably Carla Schumacher.
I could pull it off. I think I have the range.
You could do it. You could do it really well. Leslie Raines might could. I don't know. There's probably you or Leslie would be great at it.
I love that you picked two people that aren't actresses by trade.
No, but they are because they love to. Well, you are very imaginative. You do such great things with people in interviews and stuff like that. So, and you've had me doing a few of those little stunts before. So.
See, anyone can become anyone.
Anyone can become anyone, and that's the fun part about it.
Yes. Well, were you on the grassy knoll?
Where was I?
Yes. Were you on that grassy knoll?
No. Did you see me there and I didn't know it?
Nah, I'm just checking. Moon landing, real or fake?
Real.
Elvis, dead or alive?
Oh, he's dead, but man, a lot of his music and himself is alive.
Are there aliens at Area 54?
You know, I'm not sure about that one. What do you think, Carla?
I think Elvis is alive and that's where he lives.
Well, then maybe that's where a lot of people who are dead or live. You know what I mean?
We all eventually end up at Area 54.
That's right. That's the area. We used to have an area. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
What is the best material gift you have ever received?
Material gift. Oh my, I don't know. I've received a lot of material gifts. But I have to honestly say, I think material gifts are given to us by God. Mm-hmm. I think He allows us to have these things. I don't think it's anything that I've done great. I mean, I've got a good life. I've got a lot of great things. But I think that's because God has allowed me to have those. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't really answer your question because I can't really think of, really anything in particular.
Yeah. What is the last thing you watched on TV?
Oh, what did we watch last night? I got to remember. I know I watched another Crown yesterday, last night, and we watched. I think we watched an NCIS. Haley and Maddie came over for a while, so that was always fun. So we watched Maddie. You know, Maddie loves his own little world. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's so fun to watch him.
Good. What skill or talent do you wish you had?
Oh, I wish I was. Do I have or wish I had?
You wish you had.
I wish I had the intelligence to learn law and help people who may be innocent and are in prison, or do investigations. It's so. I love like the first 48. That sounds awful, but that's about how important it is that you find the killer or whatever he did in the first 48 hours. I'm fascinated by that stuff. It's just so totally different than what I do now. That's for sure.
I sense a second career.
That's my second career. Well, I would have to be blessed with an overabundance amount of smartness and knowledge.
I think you could do it. Who's the best tennis player in the world?
Oh, Roger Federer.
I knew you were going to say that.
Roger Federer. However, Rafa's Nadal's very good too. I love both of them a lot, and I watch them a lot. Except Roger is retired now, so.
Yeah, I know you like to watch sports a lot. And
I do.
I think tennis is your favorite.
Tennis is my favorite. Maybe it's because I've always wanted to do it, but I never did. I have decided that's what I'm going to do, though, when I go to heaven. I'm going to be a tennis player. I'm going to have long blonde hair with the ponytail and wear those cute little skirts.
Oh, my goodness. Anytime a kid asks me again what heaven's like, that's how I'm going to describe it.
You get to do maybe what you want. I know the Lord's going to have me doing other things, but that's what I'd like to do.
That sounds great to me.
Or dance. I love to dance.
See, when I asked the skill question, I thought you would either say that you would love to have the skill of dance or play tennis. But I like the CSI thing and the, I guess I call it CSI, but the investigation thing is pretty cool.
Yeah. We really like those. I mean, I know they're not like real event things. Now, the first 48 might be, but not like NCIS New York or NCIS LA or all of that stuff. But I don't know, I'm just fascinated by it. I'm fascinated how smart they are to be able to investigate the crime scene and figure stuff out and how someone is lying. I don't know, it just really fascinates me.
Yeah, it does me too. I used to watch those a lot, and I don't know, you just, there's always different things. I think this camera went out. So what I'm going to do, I'm pause because then I'm going into the next questions that is more about your job. And
Oh no. I don't know, I tell you what, my roots look really dark in there.
Okay, well this is on black and white. I think
Oh.
isn't it zoomed in right now probably? I'm making sure you're, oh maybe it's not on there. It is on mine.
I don't like my hair sticking out
Oh,
so much.
Bobbi. You have nice fluffy hair.
Nice fluffy hair.
Actually, that still looks good. I think I'm okay as long as you don't move a whole lot. Yeah, we're good. I hope we're good. You know, you do have an interesting work path, I think. You know, how did you get to McKinney ISD? What was the path for you?
Well, when I, 20-something years ago, I started subbing. A friend of mine, Cheryl Carter, said, Bobbi, you ought to come and sub if you want to just do something part-time or something like that. So she helped me through that process. She told me what I need to do. And so I started subbing, and I subbed for about 2 years all over the building. I subbed for a lot of different departments. And then after 2 years, I subbed in HR quite a bit towards the end of that. And they, an opening came open, and Debbie LaHaye, a dear friend, asked, she says, why don't you go full time? And it was scary for me because I still had Haley was over at Fabian at this time, which really worked out great because she could just come to work with me and walk over. And so I decided that that would be a good thing, even though, you know, I had mixed emotions because I'd been home for 12 years with Haley, 12 or 13 years. And I've worked ever since I was just a young little dude. So, so needless to say, it was another adjustment for me, but it was the best thing I ever did. It was good for me to give me that confidence that I can do something else, right? So anyway, that's how it started, and I worked in HR then I got hired there in '01, and then after 2 years, a job in communications came open, and I've been there ever since. And the job has changed a whole lot since I started that position. And there was another, and then Cody came not long after that, and I've worked for him for, goodness, we're in our 18th year. So he's put up with me a long time. And maybe vice versa. I don't know.
I didn't really know the timeline, so I was kind of curious. You really were in HR that long then before you came into communications?
No, I probably subbed in there a year, and then after that, I took the job, and I was in there, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, because I know when I went to communications, somebody else was in that job, and then Cody came, and so, goodness, well, I've been there a long time. And we've changed a lot of different situations in that department now, so.
Well, I've been there a long time too.
I know. How long have you been there now?
Really 17 years then, because it wasn't long after Cody.
No, that's right.
So,
that's right.
Because I always have it in mind with many people at McKinney ISD that they're here like long before I was, but then I would find out that really they weren't, because we all kind of came at the time that it was booming and busting at the seams.
Very booming. You know, we opened, it was nothing for us to open at least 2 schools a year, sometimes always an elementary. For as long as I could remember, we opened an elementary school. So, and that was always fun, except for the rezoning. We did that as well. At times that was challenging, but it's understanding. Parents don't want their kids to leave a school they've started in. So anyway, that was something we did back then, and now would they still do that, but it's just changed a little bit.
The next question has to do with being good at your job, and no one likes to, you know, if you say, oh, you're so good at what you do, and people kind of blow it off. But I know you try hard. So what do you do to try hard?
I'm very much an organizer when it comes to my projects, and it has to be organized. Let's use Teacher of the Year as an example. My favorite event of the year, because it honors our teachers, which they so deserve. And, you know, you have a process that you have to go through, and Cody kind of brought that into our department. It wasn't in the department here, it was done through the chamber. And so him and I just kind of came up with what, you know, he told me what he wanted, and I worked on that, and I just tried the best I could, and it's worked out well, I think, you know, with a lot of people's help. I mean, I maybe organize this, but I have some very good helpers, because I can't do it by myself. No way. I have some volunteers, some friends here in the building, you know, that have helped me the whole time. Missy has, and Kelly, Shelley, Tammy, and Peggy comes back, who retired years ago. She comes back and helps me every year. So I'm very fortunate that I have those people that step up and help me every year. I couldn't do it.
Yes, because it is an amazing event. Like, teachers walk away from it and they're just like...
They love it, and it makes our department, as you know, because you're in our department, it's our honor to be able to do this event. It's the best event. You know, of course we do distinguished student, but it's just honoring the teachers that we love to do, because they don't get honored enough. A lot of times they don't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's just, you can't do it enough. Make sure red button's on. What are some of your fondest memories? It's hard, isn't it?
It's really hard. Probably my fondest memories are of when we have these events, how thankful people are. And when we have the distinguished student, the children are so, students I guess I should say, because they're all seniors, they really, I think they really feel honored. I think their parents feel super honored that they were recognized. So it's just being able to recognize people for what they do. I think I forgot the question.
Well, it's fondest memories, but you know, you've had some good times
memories.
Working on all sorts of things too.
I have.
And
I've got great memories of the things that Dr. McDaniel brought to the district as well, and Mr. Crow, and Mr. Crow and Dr. Kennedy, they all brought great things. Mr. Crow started the McKinney Can project, so I loved doing that for him. But you know, Dr. McDaniel brought so much joy to our building. We celebrate birthdays here. We have cookouts. We have, you know, a Christmas party. We have a fall holiday party, whatever is the right thing to say. But we have a dinner, and he lets us be silly whenever we want to be silly. And my memories are also of me and you, when you would talk me into being a character, and it was totally out of my comfort zone, but I had my person with me to help me.
You are a character.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not talking you into anything.
Well, it's not my comfort zone, I will say, but this place will always be a great memory for me. Yes. It's a bittersweet that I'm leaving. Yes. But it's probably time, and I guess. And I want to do something probably for the community and get more involved in doing that. Spend time with my grandchildren, and maybe Rich and I, if we could stay healthy enough, travel more. But
I asked this question to teachers, I don't know, maybe this year, 2 years ago, just how your day goes. Like, do you have at work here, when you come to work, do you ever have a favorite part of the day, and can you describe it?
My favorite, actually my favorite part of the day is not open records. You didn't ask me that one.
Well, I was trying to keep it positive.
I will say that I love my job. I have a great job. I have been so blessed to have the jobs that I've had, the opportunities to do different projects here. And honestly, Cody's been great about letting me run those projects and, you know, or lead them. I don't run them. But the favorite part of the day is whenever we're all crazy in our office, and sometimes, you know what, we just sit down for a few minutes in his office, and of course he's got to get his espresso, and Shane will get his Coke, I'll get my coffee or whatever, and we just talk about what we need to do next, or and you come in and you talk about what you need to do next. So it's just good to have a good camaraderie in our department, and I think we do. If we don't, we tell each other that. That's the other thing. If someone twerks us off, then we say, that's not right. And everyone just accepts everybody the way we are. But when you're this close with people for so many hours a day, you know, they get to know the real you, maybe. The other part of my day is when I get to see people in the hall and say hello to them. I love to greet people. I mean, customer service is my passion. When I would work up front, relieving Peggy, I did that a lot. And I know it's challenging, but you know, a lot of times they just need someone to talk to and vent. So I still enjoy that, quite frankly. So seeing people and doing my job, I'm very fortunate to have the job I have. I don't have a boss that chains me to my desk, so I do. Thank goodness. Thank you, Cody. And so, therefore, I do visit sometimes. I'll say I leave my office and I'll go see somebody next door or somebody down the hall just to see what's going on with them. So, or you. I come and see you a lot. Yeah. You're my sounding board, my saving grace. So.
Well, I think you described it, you know, the atmosphere the work atmosphere in central office, that is it right there.
It is.
You do have to you do have to walk the halls, see some people, and I think that's what you're very well known for.
And laughing too loud.
And laughing really loud, not too loud, just loud. But people love that, and people are really, really going to miss that. Because John's definitely the ambassador of central office, but
yes, John is. John is.
You, I think, are second in command there because I think through doing Teacher of the Year, Distinguished Student, so many people out on the campuses. People on the campuses know Bobbi Hanna too, because they get in trouble with Bobbi Hanna a lot. They don't get their stuff in time.
They don't get their stuff in time, maybe, but I try to do it gracefully. I try not to be.
It's a respectful fear of Bobbi Hanna.
Well, I am nobody to fear, that's for sure. Oh, man, I'm pretty weak-minded.
Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. That's all I was going to ask you, I think. Any words of wisdom for us people that have to stay here, or anyone coming into this position, too,
Well, just ask for help if you need it. One thing I have never had trouble doing is asking for help. There's no way a person can do a job, really any job, without asking for help. Because everything we do in this building is we all try to take care of our campuses, our teachers. That's our job, is to serve them and to help them. They are out doing other big things. So, it's just a matter of us helping them, and this person and the person that comes into my position will. We've already hired her, and she'll be great at that. And just ask for help, and Zia will ask for help if she needs it. So it'll be great for the guys in the office. I mean, Shane, he's so silly. He's our laughing. He's off. We laugh so much in our office, and I know we're loud, but he's funny. You're so funny because you're so imaginative and you're so lovable and kind. And Cody, he's just a little pistol. That's all I can say about Cody. He reminds me of my son, and sometimes I want to pinch his little head off, but you know what? I'm sure he wants to choke me, so that's okay. And then Ben he's so gifted and talented, and he's the quiet one of the bunch. I love it because he puts his little ear things on so he don't have to hear us in the office talking, because he has to focus working on the website and stuff. So anyway, I will miss everybody a lot.
Well, thank you for taking care of all of us in our department and in central office, and then also all the people in McKinney ISD, because you did mention something that's very important. We're supplemental to the teachers and students of McKinney ISD, and it is a privilege and a joy to do what we do. It
is a privilege and a joy, and have a lot of pride and respect in what we do, because hopefully they will know that it's because of them and our principals. I mean, all of the people that are out on the campus, that we are here to help them in any way we can, and to take some of the brunt of what they deal with on a daily basis. And it's really hard today. Since COVID, it's just been a lot more harder for them. So we love them all. We'll take care of them all. And I love everybody here, and I love everybody out there. And it's been my honor to have this position as long as I have. Yay! Love you, Carla.
Love you too, Bobbi. That wasn't bad.
No, because of you.
Hit record.
Stop recording.